Interestingly enough, this is Raffles Hotel in Singapore, and I took my mum there, and we sat here and we had high tea. It's one of the most exquisite hotels in Bangkok, Singapore. And I see this and I go straight back to this moment with my mum. Beautiful. Let me just see how fast this is going. When you see a statement that you've never seen before, that is not the way that you ordinarily think, know this: if it's going really slow, your brain is going to go off in search of evidence to support that, and it's going to become a self-fulfilling prophecy. When you really want to achieve something, if you can turn up the volumes in relation to how you will feel when you have accomplished it, or you're in the process of it, is so critical to you actually accelerating on the journey to experiencing whatever it is that you want to. So let me pause and I'll give you an example. So let's just say I want to go to India and I want to go to the Taj Mahal. How do you think that I will feel when I'm standing in front of this building? How would you feel?
I would something I'd want
in awe greatly. Sorry, Patricia, go.
It's just something that we read about in school when we were little children, so you always wanted to do it. When I got to see the Sphinx the first time, I was so in awe. The tour guide got upset with me because I was frozen, realizing this dream, and he yelled at us so he could give us the rules, and I was just glued to it. It was out-of-body experience.
Yeah, wow. I've heard the same for this particular beautiful building. I've heard also that it is the glare, like on a really hot day. I've been in India, by the way, working on a really hot day, and the heat is searing, but there is this tranquility apparently. I didn't actually end up going to this particular space or place. I have heard that you are in awe. So this is what I'm going to encourage you all to do. Try to actually experience awe right now. And the easiest way to experience awe, the science tells us, is to remember the most magnificent piece of orchestral music, or the most extraordinary sculpture you've ever seen, or a painting that took your breath away. I remember the first time I saw Monet's Water Lilies, it was actually at the Museum of Modern Art in New York, and I literally cried. When have you experienced awe? Is it looking at your granddaughter? Is it actually looking at your spouse? I've often been in awe of Cameron. This is the super highway to you achieving. So let's just say it was not negotiable for me to go to India, to the Taj Mahal. And if I can see a photograph and I'm on speed one, and I can actually feel what it feels like as if I'm already there, I literally will accelerate the alignment and the reorganization of all the resources, people, places, circumstances that will actually facilitate that. So Audrey, in terms of being a keynote speaker in either Australia or New Zealand, you want to watch that Aussie, oi, 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 positive prime session, and you want to pause it, go slowly and pause it, and imagine what you will feel like when you're somewhere when you see the kangaroo. Because the universe will actually make what is necessary happen for you to be there seeing the kangaroo. You don't need to know the how. You don't actually even need to tell the universe it has to be. Just put it out there that you want speaking engagements all over the world, or anywhere where you're feeling joy, anywhere where there is some kind of fringe benefit. And it doesn't matter whether it's in Australia or Antigua or London. So long as the universe knows how it is that you're going to feel, and that's a high vibration when you're in Australia, it will organize what is necessary. It will cause you to take the actions. It will give you the inspirations. You'll have the ideas. You'll take that next step. You'll speak to that person. You'll actually organize that meeting. You'll show up at that place, and everything will fall into place, and you'll look back and you'll go, wow, all the dots connect. That's it. But what you did first and foremost was you got super clear about what it is that you wanted to experience. And it is a body thing. It is not an intellectual thing. You've got to feel it. You've got to actually feel it. You know, a lot of people talk about these gratitude rituals, and gratitude rituals are awesome, but a lot of people are really surface level. They're skimming along the top of gratitude. They're not embodying it. Yeah. They've intellectualized it. They're in their head about it. They're not in their bodies about it. And I know you've all had these experiences, and maybe you want to catch yourself having more and more of these kinds of experiences. Audrey, I actually know you're pretty good at it, because I see some of your social media posts where you've got one of your beautiful pot plants that's flowering inside. And in those moments, you're so grateful for those magnificent flowers, aren't you? Brings you just pure cheerfulness. It's true. She's nodding.
Yes. And I will tell you, one of my most awe-inspiring things was when I first saw Yosemite. It's like my go-to, like, wow, this is just magnificent. Like, it's like what I do to conjure up. Well, I have different images in my mind, but some of them are just like laying on the beach with my family and after body surfing and how happy we all were. And yeah, just viscerally, you feel it.
And you're absolutely right. It's all about the visceral. It is all about the visceral. And most people don't understand that that's actually one of the powerful keys to manifestation or to achieving what it is that they want.